What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel and welcome to Sengoku Dynasty. This is the new game coming out that's I don't think it's made by the same developers as Medieval Dynasty, but anyway, let's go ahead and get into this. If you're not sure what this was made to be like, it's a survival, crafting, base building, city building, kind of a sim thing. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into a new game. I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of coverage on this game, but I was gifted a code from the devs and the publishers to show you guys, probably just because I did some coverage of Medieval Dynasty, you know, back when that came out. But anyway, this is coming out for PS5, I think on the 21st. It's going to be $29.99, and yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this. So we're going to be playing on normal mode, but you can see there's various options here. Custom is probably what a fair few people are going to be doing. But anyway, let's go for normal. So yeah, I've played, probably a little bit less than an hour of this a little while back. Oh, by the way, this is going to be before any day one patches. I'm playing it a little early, as you can tell. Look at those graphics, amazing. I'm not going to be worried too much about what my character looks like right now because we're going to be playing in first-person mode, but there is a third-person mode if you so choose. So yeah, one thing I will note, and hopefully this gets fixed, is when I use the left analog stick to move and stuff like that, it's a little bit glitchy on this. I'm not sure what the cause is, but it could have something to do with how, I don't know, maybe the dead zone is affected via the analog sticks, but the D-pad works in the menus much better than the analog stick. But anyway, let's go ahead and do this. So let's choose our little starting perk thing. You can choose Peasant, Artisan, Builder, Fighter, Hunter, and Trader. And they will give you various amounts of experience. I don't think that there's any real benefit to playing as the peasant. It even says you get no starting benefits, but yeah, it's just kind of meant as a little bit of a hard mode. And then the various other perks, the backgrounds you can pick, those will give you different levels of experience gain, things like that. So I think let's see, fighter, hunter is more ranged weapon experience, or rather warrior experience. We'll get into how the levels and stuff work once we get into the actual game. But you know, I think I'll go with Artisan. Why not? It doesn't really matter that much. Okay, as far as our name is concerned, Shinta, sure, why not? Good enough. This isn't the character I would choose to play with in a series anyway. I would probably, if I decide to make this a series, I'll make a brand new character for episode 1. This is just kind of your first look at. I'll let the opening play out now.
行く先々で見る光景が戦の恐ろしさを物語っていた。夜になると収穫できなかった畑のことを思い出す。それに家族のこと、子供たちや村に住む人々のこと、置き去りにしてきたご先祖様や村の神様には許しを請うばかり。ただ願うはあの伝説の平民の持ちたる国でまた家を建てて平和に暮らすこと。漁師たちに手を貸してもらえた。船は最後の目的地へ向かう準備ができている。大海原が旅立ちを待ち受ける。とにかく無事にたどり着くことを祈ろう。
Okay, so here we are. New objective. We have to find Akko, our traveling companion. So, okay. Let's see. What was the button to go to first person? Down is for emotes. Up is for your quick menu. Left. Left on the D-pad. That switches your camera between various modes. So this will help with planning, moving about, combat, stuff like that. I plan on playing in first person mode. So anyway, let's go ahead and Let's see what we got going here. We got ourselves a knife. We got some sticks. Great. Plank. Sure, I'll take a plank. Why not? Torch. Sure, sure. Alright, I think there's like an ore around here somewhere we can find, but I'm not too worried about that. Okay, so we've got various abilities that we can utilize here. We can hit with our knife, stab, and stuff like that. We've got a secondary swing, which in this case just kind of does the same thing as our regular hit. We have a block / parry. I think if you've played any game with a parry, you know exactly how it works. Let's go ahead and grab some stones real quick. The grabbing is relatively fluid. You can also hold square, and that'll let you pick up everything that your little cursor goes over, which is pretty nice. You get some bushes to get some sticks. Pretty basic survival stuff. So from here, touchpad opens up your menu. Like I said, using the left analog stick kind of goes all over the place. Like I said, I think the theory on that is it's too sensitive. So if anything, they might patch in some kind of a thing as far as fixing the dead zone. At least I hope they do. So it's probably registering multiple directions at once based on like the lightest touch, but who knows? Maybe my controller's messed up. I don't know. But anyway, the D-pad works just fine as you'd expect. From this menu, we've got our equipment that you can see. So face mask, hat, our range stuff, gourd, and then our quick slots are accessed via, I believe, up on the D-pad. And so you can take things and you can equip them to it and all that stuff. Like if I wanted to, eat the fish, I would press square. Oh, this does have a burn time, so I don't want to actually use that. But anyway, you could use the left stick or right stick on this menu to choose things. And so, yeah, we'll go ahead and continue with the knife. I used X there. From here, you can also see your legend, which is how you do your leveling and whatnot. So based on the actions you take, you will gain experience in one of these 4 things. So leader is for your dynasty or your town or village. Craftsman is for crafting stuff, processing materials and things like that. Warrior is hunting and fighting things. Monk is that's like spiritual stuff, along with kind of like some basic stuff, so you can increase your experience gains in the various trees. And I think it also helps with selling and buying things. Let's see. Your quest, which pretty self-explanatory. Your quests, they show you what you can do. You can read them and all that stuff. Your dynasty, which goes into your summary of your villages, your populations, jobs, and priorities. So that's how you can set up automation and things like that. It's going to be a little bit into the game. I don't even think I'm going to be able to get into this really fully in this episode. The map, which again, you can use the D-pad here. You can zoom in and out, and you can see the various territories and the land and stuff like that. I don't know how much further it extends out past all this. I would imagine this is the total play area, but I don't know. So I can't really comment on that. But either way, it's a pretty big map with various regions. You've got feudal lords all through here and the various regions and things to do and all that stuff. And knowledge, of course, is going to be your little compendium of things that you can, figure out how to do as far as tutorials are concerned. Anyway, let's get into this. You can sprint with L3. You can dash, which is like, your little dashy move. You can see our stats in the bottom left-hand corner. So our health, hunger, and our stamina. So not too bad. Pretty sure that this is all basic stuff for a lot of people that have played any level of survival game. And 2 seconds, I gotta turn off my light in my room. Okay. Sorry about that. So professional. Okay, anyway, let's get into this. Yeah, because this game does get pretty dark, especially in some of the low light areas and whatnot. Again, I'm just holding square, not tapping it, right now, which is convenient. I like when games do that, especially survival games. Let's see. I didn't go over any of the options yet, but I don't think that's entirely necessary. Okay, hey look, a Jizo statue. We've also got some other things to get here. Bamboo grass. Okay, good. That unlocked some various things for us, like the Tawara container, which is just lovely. Need all this starter material. I can hear a deer behind us somewhere. That's I'm pretty sure that's a spawn point for the deer. I can't see it just yet. I don't know. It's out there somewhere. Anyway, here's Akko. Oh, there's the deer. It's it's just sitting there. That's cool. Hey, Akko, wake up.
Hi.
It's you, Akko. You're alive. Yes. When the ship went down. Oh God, don't move. You're hurt. I'll be all right. I'm just. It's cold. Okay, stay here. We need to start a fire. Okay. Need some tools to set it up. I'll be back in a moment. Okay. So let's go ahead and handcraft an axe, which that's going to be right on your D-pad. That'll give you your quick craft menu, which is this is stuff we can craft by hand when we unlock the recipes. They want us to craft an axe, so let's go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and craft. We'll craft one. Bam. There we go. Then we'll have to equip that. Good. Alright, let's go ahead and equip that bad boy. And let's cut down a tree and collect a log here. This looks like a fine tree to cut down. So that's the secondary swing. Primary swing. There we go. The secondary swing is useful for, you know, cutting the tree once it's actually down on the ground. So let's just go ahead and do that. Hit it one time. Splits all the way down. We're so good at felling logs. Look at us. All the while we're gaining experience. Doing initial actions like cutting down a tree and collecting grass and crafting things, they get you dynasty experience. Dynasty experience is used later. Akko, don't walk into the sea. What are you doing? Silly. Okay, we need a hammer now. Let's make a hammer. Same thing. We'll equip that. There we go. Okay, so the way this works is you press right while you're holding the hammer, and that'll give you options for building your various structures. We're going to go into basic structures here. Okay, we're going to go with a campfire. Ta-da. We're going to find a lovely little location for this. Let's go with, I don't know, right here. R1 to place that, and then you walk over and you press R1 again to deliver your resources. Ta-da! Akko, come over here. I made the thing. Okay, good. Right.
Hi.
You feeling better now? Yes, thank you. I'm going to be all right. I have some gobo roots to snack on. Here, take some and we can eat it together. But what do we do now? I had supplies on the ship. Here, we have nothing. When do we move on? We don't move on. We can't spend our whole lives running away. Okay. Okay, look around. There's fertile land. Tall trees, fresh water. Well, I don't know if this is fresh water, but sure. Alright, and I didn't see any soldiers guarding them from ordinary folk. I believe in the legend of the peasant kingdom, and I don't intend to stop now. Maybe you're right. But how do we start? Is this even a village over there, or just ruins? I'll go take a look around. Okay. So the village that she's talking about is this one clear over here. There's some people we can talk to on the way. Maybe we can recruit some people. Who knows? I didn't really get too much farther in my playtime. I mostly just ran around the map because I was really indecisive about where I wanted to set up and do stuff. So, anyway, let's go see what we got going on here. Hello, sir. What do you want? Is this the peasant kingdom? Ah, are they really calling us that? So it's not. It sure is now. I like the sound of it. The peasant kingdom. I think we deserve it. I haven't heard of any other provinces that would shake off the lords. Okay. Thank you, Taro. Guess I'm going to go over here. Sosogi village discovered. How about that? Fast travel location. Cool. Should probably, I don't know, equip a knife or something. I think there's a way to, like, sheath your weapon. But whatever. Hey, man.
Konnichiwa.
Yes? Let's see. My friend and I almost died in the shipwreck. You have to help us settle here. Ah, right, that was you. I saw how you cared for your friend. It's really touching. I must say, I must have misjudged you at first glance. Be glad to welcome you here if it were up to me, but it isn't. Every new settlement needs permission from the abbot up in the Nara-Jorinji temple. What about rebuilding? Do I need permission for that? You mean this old place? Sosogi? The abbot could have some objections, but, your plan is so wild, it could just work. Oh, really? A bell tower is the heart of any village. Sosogi's tower is in ruins, but luckily for you, I found the old bell in the ruins. I meant to sell it, but it's too heavy to carry. Here, take it. Make it ring out. Where should I put the bell tower? It's up to you. You can literally rebuild Sosogi here, or you can take the bell and place it anywhere you like. Okay, but do come back once you're settled. There's some people here who could use your help. So, this is the part where I ran around and couldn't decide where I wanted to actually put things. Yeah, we could put the village here. I mean, and as far as, like, first look is concerned, I may as well. But let me grab some of this stuff. Okay, so this is where the old bell used to be. If I take out my axe, we should be able to go ahead and break this down. There we go. Got some charcoal. Lovely. I believe we can also take down these buildings. I don't know if the axe will do it. Hey, it did. Look at that. Well, part of it anyway. It's going to take a second to tear all this down, but that's okay. Look at that. We got a level in Craftsman. Let's go! Okay, so skillful miner, skillful constructor, skillful lumberjack. Tire slower when chopping wood. Tire slower when constructing stuff. I don't think that's going to be that big a deal. And mining. I guess we'll go with lumberjack for now. I'm going to be using the axe a lot. So that's fine. Okay, well anyway, let's bust out the hammer. Open our menu. It's in village. It's in village structures. Yeah, again, the analog stick in these menus is a little finicky sometimes. So yeah, we're going to go with the bell tower. That's the alarm bell, any logs, which we have 3, and 6 sticks. Okay, then we can place that in places. What do we have here? Planter deposits are blocking placement. Okay, so I can't put it on this like little green patch here. Sure, let's go with, I don't know, right here. Sure. Do we want to... That's nice that it has smooth and, incremental placement and stuff like that. Oops, my bad. Okay. I don't know, I wanted to place that right there. Okay, cool. Oops. Alright, so cancel that. Now let's go ahead and construct this. So this is taking stamina for us to do this, but it's not too bad. Our stamina recovers pretty quickly. New village has been founded. Look at that. Okay, we got to build a small house now. 2 days remaining until season change possible. Interesting. Okay, now we got some other things here. Crop caretakers. Dynasty's farming skills improve. Reduces meal consumption for your villagers. Ibisu's boon. Moderate chest loot chance increase. You know, I think that... Okay, that's player planted crops only. Only allows you to potentially harvest them more times per season. You know, I think effective meal distribution would be the best thing to get early on. So let's go with that. Food is always a problem in these games. But anyway, and we can move this if we so choose, but this is fine. Okay, so they want us to build a small house. So let's see here. Alright. It's not going to be in basic structures. This is for storage. We don't need to worry about that just yet. Oops. I'm just doing this to clear it out of the thing. Okay. Buildings. Housing buildings. Small house. You can also see the bonus there. Bonus first time building dynasty experience. 25 or 250. Simple small house on a square foundation. Serves as a home for you and your villagers. Allows all house furniture like beds, sunken hearths, lamps, and personal containers. Then you can make other house later on, but you have to reach a higher dynasty. Okay, buildings. Buildings are the backbone of the village, serving as houses, workplaces, or storage spaces. Their construction process is divided into stages. Each stage must be completed before the next one. So normally these little tutorial windows pop up whenever you're doing things for the first time, but this is as far as I've gotten in the game so far. So up to this point, we haven't seen them, so now we're going to see them more frequently. Anyway, note that most buildings require you to furnish them before the construction is complete. However, not all furniture is mandatory. You can freely add, remove, or move around suggested ones. Lovely. Okay, where the heck do we want this? We could put them where the burned out buildings were. So, like, we could put one here, I guess. Sure, let's do that. Okay, so what do we need for all this? We need logs. Okay. We need logs. Let's get some logs. We're going to need all sorts of stuff. Gobo plants. That's for food, by the way. That's these things right here. So, not too bad. There is a sort button. Let's just go with that. I'm going to go ahead and eat some of these. Our hunger isn't too bad, but anyway. Right. Let's get ourselves our axe. Cut down some trees. Oops, wrong button. I don't know if there's damage you can take from falling things. I have not tested that yet. This is for sticks and firewood. I don't know what our okay. We've got a few logs now. I think you can also take these stumps out. Yeah, if you have a shovel or axe. So if we use a shovel, we get a log. If we use an axe, we get sticks. Now, I don't know if trees will grow back in the spots that they previously were, or how that works, but anyway, I'm going to also break down this building too. Nice. Okay, let's keep going with this to help with our stamina. We're going to be using our axe a lot. So, okay, let's go over to our wooden hammer. Our previously placed blueprint is still here. There we go. For the next one, we need 4 more logs. Or rather, yeah, 4 logs. I only had 3, so let's get some more. I'm going to need a lot of stuff. Gonna need a lot of stuff, which is kind of the point in these types of games. Our axe is gonna break here pretty soon, actually. So let's, not that one. Not that one. There we go. Let's craft another one. And I think when this axe breaks, it'll automatically get replaced. Yep, it did. Okay. So yeah, as long as you have a replacement, you're good. Missed. I should probably cut down another tree, but that's okay. Yeah, it'll be nice once they fix the dead zone issue. Alright, sticks. I got sticks. Okay, there's that one. You can also modify materials, huh? Conifer, deciduous, premium conifer. Wow. Look at that. What's this change type? Oh, okay. So you can change it to the various things. That's pretty cool. We'll just keep the entrance as it is. You know what? Let's change this one to a window, too. Nice. Hope you guys like looking at blue screens. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Alright. Should we make this one a window as well? Let's do that. Pretty easy to set all that up. I'm pretty sure once we start getting villagers, they can do all this stuff for us. So, you won't have to sit here and do this forever. Should probably make another hammer, huh? Ta-da! Now we just need the roof. Yeah, I was going to say, we're going to need a lot of grass for this, aren't we? Our hammer's not going to make it. Okay, let's go ahead and... Oh yeah, I need to unequip the hammer to go into this menu. Okay, this is going to take one of our logs and one of our or rather 3 of our sticks. So I think I'm going to need some more sticks too. So that's grass. Okay. Now, while I'm sitting here looking for random things and stuff like that, I always forget to say, but if you're liking the video, make sure you like and subscribe and all that stuff. And yeah, probably a little late in the video, but whatever. It is what it is. Okay, so now that we've got a few extra hammers, we should be good for the foreseeable future. Now, I don't know where I want to actually cut off this episode as far as what I'm doing in it. But, I don't know. We'll reach a good resting point eventually. Well, that's nice that you only have to do the one section of the roof and it's done. In Medieval Dynasty, you had to do, like, all these different sections all by one. So yeah, anyway. Grass. We got some grass. Furniture. Furniture is a type of structure that can be built on a grid inside buildings. Some buildings require you to construct mandatory furniture to be completed. Others are optional. You can add or remove them as you see fit. Most workplaces and all beds are furniture, making it crucial for your villagers and production. As long as you have the room, adding more pieces of the same workplace or sleep places allows you to expand your economy without constructing additional buildings, along with constructing additional pylons, so on and so forth. Anyway, okay, you can also upgrade or change the type of existing furniture with a hammer in hand, aim at the furniture or its ghost, and use the change type interaction, which I've already done. So you can see we have a sleeping mat. We can purchase recipes, which I don't think I have any coins. That's pretty cool. Anyway, okay, so that's done. We also have a sunken hearth, which does require some stones. Is this one of the first building things we have that requires stones? I believe it is. Okay. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Keep on bonking. Bam! No more couch surfing, just got a trophy. Look at us. Villagers, refugees. You won't be alone in your efforts to rebuild the Nata Valley. Each season, you'll randomly encounter refugees willing to join your dynasty. Some may be found in the wild, others might camp near larger villages or temples, and a few may even wander into your village and gather around your bell tower. Refugees tend to avoid danger, so you're more likely to encounter them in liberated regions. Fair enough. Recruitment. To recruit any refugees, you need to ask them if they'd be willing to join you. Your friend Akko is no exception. If they agree, you need to prepare a spare bed for them. Next, open your Dynasty Management menu, go to Populations tab, and look for people with the refugee tag. Assigning them beds will make them villagers, and your new responsibility. Villagers' needs. Basic at first, more advanced later. You're expected to satisfy your villagers' needs. Each day, your people will demand and consume food, beverages, and other goods stored inside your dynasty storage. Fail to satisfy their needs, and your villagers' happiness will decrease. Low happiness means a chance to leave you forever. Increase consumption and provide enough goods to make your people happy. And production. Fortunately, your villagers are not only about demands, they're also an effective workforce. Use them to grow or to produce enough items to satisfy their needs. To work, a villager needs to have a bed assigned. Next, open the Population tab and assign a workplace to a person, or open the Job tab. Assign a person to a workplace, then set the production recipe and amount in the workplace pop-up. Just like with needs, production happens every day. Okay, cool. Look at that. We did it. We made a house and all that stuff. Great. Let's go talk to Akko. Oh, we should level this up first. I'm going to continue with effective meal distribution. Okay, reach Dynasty level 7 by recruiting refugees, completing special projects or quests. That's our next objective, which should take a little while. But let's go grab Akko. Not bad for a first day's work, in my opinion. Oh, stamina's draining. You know, it's funny, when I was playing before, my stamina didn't actually drain when I was sprinting. So I could run for hours. It was pretty funny, actually. Akko!
Hi.
Feeling better? Much better. So you've been busy building and meeting the locals. I'm doing what I can. Soon we'll have a thriving village here. Not that soon, probably, but I'm starting to believe in this idea of yours. Yes. Okay. Okay, well, I guess we'll talk eventually. Maybe she'll work her way over and we can recruit her. I don't know. I'm wet. It's raining. Let's see. Taro. We could maybe get him eventually. Okay, open the gates. What do we have? Yeah, that's just the thing we were already doing. Offer help to Toshichi. Okay. Oh, okay. He wants us to open up the village. Maybe the village isn't technically open yet. Let's talk to our man here. This episode will probably go until we at least get our first recruitment, so anyway. Okay.
こんにちは
I have built the house. The only house we're ever going to need ever. Already? That's impressive. Congratulations. Yeah, considering it was just me. Maybe you should expand. Build a foraging or woodcutting hut. Overall, time to settle down, eh? No, this is just a beginning. I want a place for everyone. Everyone? My friends, my neighbors, everyone from back home. Other wanderers like me? Wait, this might be going too far. The people here are afraid and mistrustful. They'll never accept a whole flock of vagrants settling here. I convinced you. Don't you think I can convince them as well? It won't be as easy with the others. ... If I were you, I'd start slow and not scare everyone with that little vision of yours. People have to get to know you first, and the best way to make introductions is to offer help. First person I need to help is Akko. I can finally offer her a place to live. But do go on. Who should I talk to? I think of three people worth talking to: a warrior, a priestess, and an impure. Tell me about the impure. Matsumaru is a proud Eta, an impure from Segi. As all the impure, he lives between the earthly world and the divine realm. He does things that are spiritually polluted, like burying the dead, or disposing of animal carcasses. This was an actual, job would be what you would call it back then, back in the day, which was a Wednesday, by the way. No, that was an actual job back then, to do jobs that nobody else wanted to do, for fear of getting in trouble with God and stuff like that. But yeah, anyway. Only those living close to the spirits can do these things, and I think he's carrying an especially big burden right now. Okay, priestess. Chiyome is our Miko, a priestess in charge of local shrines. She's a gentle woman, worried that all the kami and divine spirits turned away from us. Or actually that we have turned away from them. Talk to her, maybe you can console her. Tell me about the warrior. Ah, Kingyo. The warrior. He's a bit, fancies himself a protector of the people. Puts on an air of a warrior, but he has no lineage to speak of. He's more one of us. Well respected by some, hated by others. Not sure what he's up to right now, but I'm sure he'll find a way to make you do his work for him. Well, that's enough for now. Okay,
いやまた
cool. It's not too bad. Right. We're going to have to, as far as our quests are concerned, let's go ahead and tag that. Now, they also mentioned building, what was it? It was storage? It was general storage? I know we're going to need one of those. So, where should we build a general storage? We could go for, I don't know, here? A little bit offset from where I'm going to be building the houses, I guess. What's this need? Bunch of logs, right? Yeah, bunch of logs. Logs I do not have. Let's not worry about that right now. Let's go talk to Akko again. You can see people with various quests. I think that's Taro's little house over there. Could be somebody else. Or that actually might be the impure. Taro's still over here by the beach. Alright, anyway, let's go talk to Akko. Akko! Get off the beach, Akko! We got a house now! You can have an actual roof over your head and stuff. Not just, sitting out here in the rain. Akko.
Hi.
Carry good news, the village is reborn. Come with me! You're unbelievable. That makes me so happy. Just tell me where my house is and I'll get to work. Okay, cool. Hey, piss off, deer. Deerses. It's nice we can see our blueprint from this far away. I wasn't sure if it would actually still be loaded in. It's so wet. It's still raining. Should probably grab some more random things and cook them over a campfire. Okay, so they said go into the dynasty. Let's see. Our little village. You can see we still need a bunch of stuff. Okay, Akko. Let's assign a home. This will be a small house, improvised bed. Yes. Villagers' needs. Meals. As you gained your first villager, you have also taken upon yourself the responsibility to take care of their basic needs. Each day, your people will consume various goods stored in the dynasty storage. The consumed amount will expand the more refugees you recruit. For now, your villager will only require meals. You have control over how much your villagers consume. Each need can be set to a low or high consumption. Low consumption can lower happiness and make your villagers leave you, while high consumption will make them more effective in the long run, but it's harder to maintain. Fair enough. So, Hako is now in our village and unemployed. Lovely. As far as our jobs are concerned, we don't really even have anything for Hako to do. But anyway. Yeah. Well, at least Hako now has, a place to stay. As far as other villagers are concerned, I don't know what we'd like to prioritize, but haystacks, I don't know how much that really matters, but build a workshop. Okay. They want us to build a workshop. That'd be in the village structures. There's a lot of stuff to see. A lot of stuff to build. I don't think it's going to be in village structures. Figure that would be in buildings. Housing, production, it's probably going to be in your production buildings. Yeah, there's the workshop. Build a general storage. Build a general storage. Okay, so they want us to build a general storage, which I'm pretty sure I've got set up over there. Yeah, so we're already started on that, so I guess we'll finish that up. What do we need? Just a bunch of logs? Yeah. So we're going to need a lot of logs. So, tell you what, let's go ahead and do that. Speaking of, I'm going to build another axe, because I feel like we're going to need another one. Like that? Oh, the skills right there. Gather the whole tree by the time it hits the ground. Alright, I messed that one up, but whatever. Don't judge me. Okay, we also got to level up. Here we go. And that was in our Craftsman. We'll get our last one for the skillful lumberjack to conserve our stamina. Collect some sticks, because we're going to need a lot of sticks. I don't know how many sticks we needed for the last place we did, but we needed at least 40. So, wouldn't hurt to grab at least like 50 or so. Alright, that's 55. That should be good. How many logs do we have now? An amount. Let's go ahead and grab and the rest to go. Alright. Now I think, yeah, I went to this and, oh look, it automatically pulled out the axe. Lovely. Not like a huge time saver or anything, but okay, 18 logs. Let's go ahead and swap back to the hammer. I would like if the ghosts still showed up, even if you didn't have your hammer out, but whatever. It is what it is. Climb up there. What do we have for types here? Same thing. So, no windows, huh? Let's throw a couple windows in here. For funsies. So as I stated at the start of the episode, this is before any day one patches, so I expect at least some of this to change, but overall, I mean, the basics of the game are there. And this is co-op, by the way. I don't know how many players total. I think it's 2 players. But, yeah, this could be something fun for you to do if you have somebody that you want to play with. And we are unfortunately going to be short by 1 stick. You love to see it. This is grass, not sticks. So yeah, the one thing I need to figure out is whether or not resources will come back eventually. If, like, say, for instance, you didn't build over them. But, yeah. We need more grass, huh? Well, there's plenty nearby. Broke my hammer for a second. Okay. They want us to get the grass first. Where's some more grass? Oh, there's some grass. There we go. Cool. And we just need this. Ta-da! Alright, now we've got the workshop and the forager's hut. And the Dynasty General Storage Access, which I think is the menu in here somewhere. Oh, you can rename your village. That's pretty cool. Okay, yeah, you can see that our buildings have shown that we've got that now. Very good. Lots of things. Lots of things. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that right now. Okay, so as far as the next things are concerned, we've got Dynasty storage furniture. Okay, so that's access to more specific resources, which is good. Food storage, wood storage. Okay, so these go into the specific storage buildings. Understood. Okay, that's just furniture for the various buildings. Service? Oh, tavern, huh? Interesting. Yeah, there's a lot to do in this. Production buildings. Okay, so now we've got the forager and the workshop. Okay. So where would we want a forager building? This will be like the main road into the building. I think I'd want this somewhat nearby the storage, right? So... this is a path. Let's see. Yeah, so that's the path right there. It's also a path leading up into the mountains. I don't want to cover a path. It's the thing. Where do we want this? I could clear out some more of these buildings and put it somewhere over here. Let's see. It says plants in the way. Well, let's see if I can get rid of this. Oops. I don't know if this is going to actually enable me to build all this stuff. I'm gonna need all this stuff anyway. Maybe I should figure out what I need in order to build a comma. The adze is for clearing and cutting logs into planks, which I don't need right now. Yeah, we can't do anything much, really. Can't build a comma yet. We're going to need to get some metal. Iron, probably. Well, we already know we're going to need a lot of grass, so it doesn't really bother me to grab this stuff. Reminds me, I wanted to check to see if we could actually cook this gobo. My axe. Oh good, Akko's here. Okay, yes we can. So. I think I can take this gobo and put it straight into the storage. I know getting firewood is going to be important eventually. Okay, we cleared out a little bit of room over here. Let's see if we can place down the blueprints for that thing. Buildings, production buildings, forager set. Okay, is this where we want this? It's going to be a little bit cattywampus off to the side, but that's okay. Oh, do they grow off to the side of the forager set? That's kind of cool. I thought they would kind of go off and do gathering, you know, like foraging. But I guess not. Oh, this is a bigger building. Very cool. This is going to take a lot of sticks. More sticks than I have. We need more sticks. We're going to need a lot of sticks. Okay. I think I'm going to just build this building, and then we'll end the episode after that. But this is pretty much what I would expect from this style of game, you know? So far, it's working pretty well. this is getting us sticks, so it is actually worth it for us to break this stuff. Bucket. Look at that. We got new stuff. Durability cost. Max stamina increase. Let's go with durability. First thing you should probably do is tear down a bunch of these pre-existing buildings. They get you a decent amount of resources. Sticks and planks and stuff like that. So, hey, who are you? Oh, you're just a scavenger. Okay. Aha, figured it out. I am running out of room, or running out of time in my recording. So we're going to have to get this done in a hurry. Okay, we got a decent amount of sticks now. I was in the way. My character didn't want to cut themselves in half. I don't think I'm going to have enough sticks. I'm not going to have enough sticks. That's fine. I would have liked to have gotten this done by the time the episode was over, but it is what it is. Oh well. Well, anyway, that's like your first hour or so of the game. We got a house, we got storage, we were working on a forager set. But once that gets done, it'll unlock other things, and then you can recruit other people, build more houses, add more beds and stuff like that. But anyway, if you guys liked it, feel free to hit the like button, leave a comment down below, so on and so forth. This game is coming out, I believe, on the 21st. Should be about $30, give or take. Might be on sale for PlayStation. I think it was like $23.99. But anyway, I will see you guys later. If you want to see more of Sengoku Dynasty, I could be talked into continuing a series, but I do need you guys to let me know if you want me to cover more. But anyway, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.